Hello everyone, Schultzy, and I'd like to talk to you about Black Ops 2, their attempt to actually go pro gaming and being for pro gaming. And the idea of being pro gaming with Call of Duty series, honestly, not a bad idea. Great theory, and their execution, how they're starting it out, I don't know if they'll do it. But I think it's the best thing to start out for video games to make an attempt to make them pro gaming. I'm just a gamer. I enjoy playing games. I like messing around, and all this lines of PR they're giving. We're doing it for the game. We're doing it for pro gaming. We're doing it for this. Honestly, my first thing I will say is we have to see it in action for several months in the wild, because every YouTuber I've seen, heard, talked to, that went to PAX and was able to play this and went to these other conventions, and they were so excited. All I asked them is, did you play this? Was this LAN area, a LAN network, or was this? Did they actually have connectivity, or was this? And I asked them, was this a controlled environment? And they all stopped and looked at me. No, they didn't stop. I talked to them, so it was a little hard to. I didn't actually see them face to face, but I talked to them. But they went. I say see me, but you understand what I'm trying to say. And they all just that you could hear that look that you know you would be given. And honestly, we've been fed a lot of PR stuff, and I understand PR is trying to make this game seem super cool and super great. I personally have to wait and see. But everything, if done, is not actually... This is the first steps to making a video game pro gaming. And the idea with the shoutcasting and all that other stuff. I don't feel it will... I don't know if Call of Duty will be made into a pro gaming game, but it's great because it gives a chance for a... lack of a better term, a community around it to form. And all these things that they're doing is a slow, small break into making games hard for a pro gaming game. They're doing every little thing, and they understand that they themselves can create the game, but it's the community, and they're giving tools to the community, like what they did in the first Black Ops with the theater function. Everyone on YouTube, this thing just skyrocketed because it lowered the barrier to entry. And they know that they need to be creating a kind of personality around it. And they have to allow personalities in the games do it. And they learned that not every gamer is a great gamer, but sometimes some people that are great commentators may not be a great gamer, or vice versa, or what have you. And they thought, and I know this is what they thought, let our own community create our own, let the gaming community, for especially Call of Duty, create their own version of John Madden. The commentator for football, that's what they're looking at. They're looking at give the tools to the community, and the community will create it themselves. They don't have to they just have to give us the tools, and they let us do the rest of the work, because they know that they themselves can't push it enough. It's the fact that someone like T-Mart, or I'm trying to think of all these guys, Woody, Wings, Lefty, Shibby, I don't think he does that much Call of Duty, but I mean, you understand what I'm saying. These personalities that people love on their YouTube channels, that's what they're trying to have created with their own stuff. They're trying to create this feeling of hospitality, this feeling of togetherness, this feeling of we have a community that we can work and play together and have this enjoyable pro gaming, like football, baseball. You have these commentators talking about it and going on and on about it. And honestly, that's what I'm excited about, because doing that might actually make games for the pro gamers. And honestly, this is what I'm not a big Treyarch fan, but Treyarch has learned that to make the game for the future of the series, they're going to have to give us the tools to make it pro gaming. They know that they're not the best pro gamer, but you know what? They know that they have to give us all these tools. And yes, that's a hack. That is a hack. But that's besides the point. Honestly, I've been really excited. I've not been excited about Black Ops at all, but for a community to create this almost like a legitimate thing for gaming, that's exciting for me. Because doing this, making games for everyone, that everyone can enjoy and watch, because Counter-Strike and I'm blanking out on the name, and StarCraft has been made into Major League Gaming. This is Treyarch's way of putting it making Call of Duty, and they learn that they know that their game may not be the best. They may have these people who detract and hate it, but they're giving it a chance. Even a bad game can have a good community form around it. And these tools of shoutcasting, I don't think it's the greatest thing, because you're going to have everyone and their mother doing shoutcasting. And honestly, I'm not excited, because there'll be tons of little people doing it. But honestly, even though doing it and you won't enjoy it, and giving you a ton of these that we have to sift through, I'm still excited, because then again, it gives us the ability to actually, those who can do it will rise to the top and post their stuff on YouTube. And you know what? I would rather see that done. I would rather sift through horrible commentaries or horrible things and see the gaming community slowly evolve and change and become a professional gaming league, and using Call of Duty almost as another game that can be considered pro gaming, and a slow banner charge for the community of gaming. Because honestly, we cannot change gaming as a whole and make all games into sports or all games into art, but I do feel that we can actually focus on a small particular game, and you focus on the efforts of doing that and fostering a community and the ideas around it. That we shouldn't be focusing on all games, but we should be focusing on a couple games, because if we can do that, we can then actually turn bit by bit some games into sports. And honestly, how do you argue what makes a sport in video games? That honestly, all it is the shoutcasting is allowing the community to bounce from player to player, so there's always action in the scene, always interesting. And honestly, if this is done with Major League Gaming, or not even Major League Gaming, some intense cool games that honestly I can guarantee, I've seen a couple on YouTube, some cool games, seeing them several perspectives and allowing people to break them down, explain and talk to, and make it sound exciting, and and editing it in such cool ways, it gives the community, as I said, it's giving the community tools to make the game into a popular sport. They're smart. I may not like Treyarch for all the games they've made. I don't think that they're the best one, but they are smart. They know what they're doing. They understand that Call of Duty has kind of hit its plateau. That the only fun part in Call of Duty has not been the multiplayer for a while, and it's been the co-op. And that's why that they've thought, let's try to capitalize on what we've done so far. Let's give us the community tools to make it popular, more popular than we can ever do. And the fact that, honestly, smartest move ever for them to do. And you know what? I agree that this multiplayer aspect that they're putting in, of making it for the pro gamer with these tools, is the smartest thing that they'll ever do and have ever done. And honestly, that's all I have to say. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you, and good night.